You guys are not serious. You see, he disappeared again.
Yeah, he disappeared again. Maybe network again.
Nah, George has got a good network. That
Okay,
yeah.
I say you know, we can go do the network stable.
We could say graft.
I do the jungle living every day. The same routine. Same routine.
They're not joining these guys. But anyway, let me just get over with it. Right. Makuseni ndatora pane pay andiri kumonitor. Right, it's this pay USDCHF. Right. And you can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see clear.
Yeah. So if you look at the levels which the pay is approaching, it's approaching that 1.00700 level. As you can see, that one, the very strong resistance line there. Yeah, it's approaching that level. And if we are to look at the calendar, as in the Forex calendar, you know that NFP is coming on Friday.
Yes, it's from what is coming on Friday?
NFP, non-farm payrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got non-farm payrolls on. Yeah, this Friday. This coming Friday, we've got non-farm payrolls. It's the NFP done every first Friday of the month.
Okay, every first Friday of the month.
Yeah. So now, why am I monitoring it? Basic support and resistance levels. Yeah. So I'm expecting the dollar to gain power. It has to gain value. And I'm expecting the Swiss franc to lose a bit during that period. Because if you have to look here, you have to look at these levels. And you see, we are approaching the same levels. And normally price always rejects when it touches that level. So now this is a daily chart, right? If we go from a higher time frame, let's say from a weekly, let me just clear this up. If we go, this is a weekly time frame, right? Zoom in. So you can clearly see the gray line is our main resistance line. Every time price approaches that level, it hasn't happened since 17 January. It hasn't happened. Every time it's up that level, it bounces back. Now, if we drop down to a daily time frame, right? Look at these candles here. You see these candles? These two candles here. Right. We call those rejection candles. On a daily time frame, we call those rejection candles. So now what happened during these days? Price pushed up, but it was rejected from this level. Why was it rejected here? Because of this. Can you see here?
Yeah.
Price kept on rejecting, but now this is probably enticing people to go long prior to NFP. This is probably the market trapping people the past 2 days. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. You can see they haven't dropped. Today and tomorrow they haven't dropped. But I'm expecting price now to drop either Wednesday or Friday.
During the NFP?
Yes. During NFP, I'm going to expect something like this. That is if the dollar comes strong. You see? If the dollar gains value, then we're going to see that kind of move. Let me just look at the dollar quickly. Where's my dollar? Where's my dollar? Where's my dollar? I don't have a dollar here. I don't have a dollar here. Because it will be also...
What's up the US30 of the number?
It will be also good for us to look at the dollar. No, this is not the dollar. This is the thing. Let's see. Hey, Matlod, you're there now.
You have been here, my bro. Listening. I'm a good listener, man.
Georgisto. I
I'm telling you.
I don't have USDX. Where's my USDX? Maybe you're at work.
I'm at home.
That's a first. Okay, apparently.
The first time to hear that.
Apparently, there's no DXY here. Okay, let me just switch to another chart quickly. Then we can see what DXY is doing. So this thing is bound to drop eventually. It is bound to drop, but when, we don't know. We don't know. Right, can you see my US index there? Can you see the same thing is happening to US index? Can you see?
Okay. I'm seeing that.
George.
Hey, Taya, I can see his co was calling me, so I was answering him.
He's having trouble connecting.
What is the daily US index? Eh?
Yeah, this is a daily US index, the dollar index. Can you see it's almost the same. It mirrors each other, the dollar index and the movement of USDCHF. They mirror each other. Because look, this is a daily for US index, right? Now, if you look at USDCHF, which is this one that I'm sharing now, look, they all move the same. With this rally in USDCHF, we had the same rally on the US index, on the dollar. So now, what we need to do, guys, is to monitor it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Right. What we need to do tomorrow, or in the coming days, the next 2 days, we need to monitor to see if we can get a higher high in this pair. As it is right now, it's still rising. So it's a bit difficult to enter now before it reaches 1.00700. Market does reach 1.00700 by tomorrow. It's a good place to go short on the pair. Yeah, it's a good place to go short. But now, if you go short from 0.00700, where you put your stop loss. Put your stop loss here, just above these lines here. Yeah, maybe like 50 pips away from 1.00700. Then you put your stop loss there.
Yeah, because there would be stop hands.
Yeah, of course. And during NFP, they always move probably a range of 50 pips. So even 50 pips might be a bit small for your stop loss. Might need to put it a bit further higher.
Yeah, because it will spike. They
Yeah.
go pia pia.
Yeah, it's gonna spike.
Okay.
Yeah, because even now, if you look at USDCHF on 4 hour, there's bearish divergence there, enticing people to go long. You see? Yeah, you can go long for now and you take 20, 30 pips. But if you are to trade it as a swing trade, where you're going to look for like 200-300 pips, then you're going to have to be patient with it. Yeah. You're going to have to be patient with it. So that's the pair that I wanted to discuss with you guys. But it's like most of you are stuck somewhere.
No, others are not yet at home, man.
guys are stuck. George, what do you have to say?
Me? Oh, I was listening.
Yeah, my guy.
I was listening, not stuck. I'm at home.
So what do you think?
Okay, so let me, Ivan, so I'm not yet well versed now on indicators where what can entice me to for the future. Do I go when I have another candlestick which is different, or if there is a certain number of pips above the high which I'm seeing there from just to be May or something like that? What should I consider when, even if it is not this one, any other one which I'm learning to do? What do I consider as a something which I can say is not a signal for me to
And now I didn't hear your question nicely. What's the question?
Okay, my question is at first I have to a point of entry for me. That's what I'm asking. Here you told me that we have to look at monitor until tomorrow, right? For other
Right.
currencies which I'm trading, what are my specific signals of me to entry or my point of entry?
Right.
What do I consider now my
Right.
point of entry?
Right. There's what we call reversal patterns. Reversal patterns, continuation patterns. For instance, USDCHF, right? We have defined our area, our target area right now of where we're going to enter the market, right? Which is the 1.00700. That's our target area for entering the market. So now what you do is, when price is approaching that level, you drop down to a smaller time frame. You see, you drop down. You see, like now, I'm going to drop down to say 1 hour, right? This is an hourly time frame, right? This is an hourly time frame. But now, at the moment, it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend which is now approaching overbought conditions, right? If you look at it, if you look at this, come on, I don't need this thing. I don't need it to be a ray. If you look at the market, what it's doing right now, is in the highest moves, they're happening going upwards, right? You see, it ranges here, and then it spikes up. It ranges there, see the trend lines, then it spikes up. So when it approaches the 1,700 area, you'll be looking for price patterns that are almost similar like this, like price channels. Then it's gonna break. But now for it to go down, it has to break lower. So now we'll be looking for those type of patterns on a smaller time frame, but mainly on a 1 hour time frame. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah, a little bit. Remember, we need to go and look again the books and other stuff. When you say the explanation, it will be easy. Whenever I read it, it makes more sense. You understand?
Yeah, because you see, what happens with continuation patterns? You see, like here, you see this.
Yes, that pattern. Okay.
You see that channel?
No.
Price was dropping down, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows. But market was in an uptrend. Let me just highlight it for you. You see, market is in an uptrend from here. It's rising, right? But now you get this higher lows, lower low, higher lows, lower low. The moment it breaks the higher low, look what happens. It smashes up. You get it? Higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows. That's in an uptrend. You see? That's in an uptrend. But if you look at it from the other way around, let's say from if market is going down, which is what we're going to be focusing on now, on this pair, that's what we are looking for. You see? When it's going down, that's what we are going for. Let me see if I can see, I can get the setup that we're going to be looking for this thing here.
Finally, saw the poesia.
Is here when almost done. Let me just go to a lower time, say 4 hour, and then we can see. Right. Let me highlight this.
Between 15 January there.
Let me highlight this, and then I'll tell you what we are looking for. Then I'm gonna zoom in. You see, this is a 4 hour. Remember, our entry is based on a daily time frame, right? Now,
yes.
you see here, then market break up, trended again. It didn't break here because it's at a strong resistance level. But now, you look at this, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Then it broke. You see this candle? It broke it. But still, it ranged here. Then finally, it cracked down. This is what we're going to be looking for, either tomorrow or Friday. You see, Friday towards 2 o'clock, 2:30, we need to be looking out for something like this. I do hope you get it. You see, the same thing happened here.
I did.
You see here, this channel, price was just performing. It was having higher highs, then it come to a higher low, higher high, higher low, and each higher low never broke the previous higher low. You see here, each higher high was breaking the previous higher. So now, eventually, when that higher low is broken, you see here, and then markets tumbled. So that's the same patterns that we're going to be looking for, guys.
Okay. I'm on the same picture with you now. I'm on the same picture.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm on the same picture.
For you, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
It's
taking a little, but I have an idea of what is happening a little.
Because you need to be able to identify these patterns happening, and there's different ways of doing it. You see? Yeah, there's different ways. The other way you do it is You see on a daily time frame. You see these two candles. This is Thursday, this is Friday, right? That's Thursday and Friday. Price open lower and then it pushed higher, but it was rejected. Can you see already the signs that are happening, guys? Thursday, last week, Thursday and Friday. Can you see those two bearish candles? These ones here. That's a big rejection on a daily time frame. This. So why would they push up? You see?
Yeah.
Why these two bearish candles? Is to induce people to go long, right? People are being induced to go long, and when the market induces people to go long, where they're gonna put their stop losses? Yeah.
And they're gonna sweep for that.
Yeah. And I
during
bet you,
NFP.
yeah, I bet you this level is gonna be tested during NFP. Yeah. That level.
Can you highlight that Thursday and Friday, Ivan, with a color, and then zoom it to a lower time frame and see how it looks?
Okay, let me do that. Oh, this color is
even if you can include to all those four, it's fine.
Let me just put a gray thing because blue is too much.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna put midnight Wednesday up to midnight yesterday. So which time frame do you want me to zoom to?
Go to an hour.
In hourly. Right, there we go.
Okay.
This is an hour. Let's actually go
for
to
15.
Yeah, let's actually go to 15.
So we'll see Asian session and London.
Right. So this is what 24 October. When was 24 October? 24 October was
was Wednesday.
Right. You see what happened? This is interesting now. You see what happened last week Wednesday? Yes, this
I can see that.
Yes, this CHF is what? It's a strong uptrend, right? This is Tuesday, right? This is Wednesday. This is Thursday, and this is Friday.
Oh, that's when he chowed my cousin.
Look here. You see what they did? In a bullish market, guys. Remember, George, what ICT says. In a bullish market, expect the lower low to be formed when?
It's Asian after Asian session during what in London Open.
Yeah, expect in a bullish market, expect the lower low to be reached during either London Open or London Close, which is New York Open. Look at this lows here. This was Tuesday, and it's a bullish. It's a bullish trend. Look, they tried to come back here on Wednesday. They tested these levels and they rallied up.
They go pia.
Same thing happened on Thursday. They tested the same levels and rallied up.
And then this makes it when he says on a daily candle. Can draw a daily candle there, Ivan, or am I able to draw one?
I can give you the hands, my bro.
Give me the hands, let's see.
You're gonna have to request.
How do I do that one? So.
Right, there. I've made you a host.
A host. Let me see if I can do.
You should be able to control now. Click somewhere. You have to request mouse. There's somewhere where you're supposed to request.
Let me say pen. And see if all right. Now here's a pen. Let me choose a color blue. So there's ICT when it says if it's an uptrend, ne,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna go like this. What I'm gonna draw now will be daily candles. So they say it's an uptrend. Forget the yellow that is there. I'm not gonna erase it. I'm just gonna draw something new. Am I able to draw anything?
You should be
So
able to.
there, and then so this candle may be opened. Ooh, and then it's if it's an uptrend, it's not gonna then this is a daily candle, right? The
Uh-huh.
following day it's gonna open here, right?
Up. Yes.
uh And then it might go down, but it's not gonna go down up to that far.
Yeah, it's not gonna
You
break.
see that?
Yeah, it's not
It's not gonna, it's gonna continue from here. It's like you when you're working some task, you're gonna go. Maybe you might be revising yesterday's work, half of it, but you're not gonna go straight to the beginning of the work that you've already done because you remember you want to progress. Then you'll continue, maybe go like this, go down a bit, then continue upward.
yeah.
You see that, and then when you zoom that, so when you take this, let's take the first one here. You see this daily candle here.
Uh-huh.
When you zoom it to 15 minutes, guess what? It's gonna be something like this. So the market is opening, it's ranging during an Asian session, and guess what?
Now.
During during London, it goes pia, and then what does it do? The guys at the retail traders thinking, oh, the market is going down. They are making what? They are selling. These are the guys like the most kumbus. And then they are
No,
selling. When they are selling, when they are selling, guess what? In our time, after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, hey, the market now spikes up like that, or maybe it goes up down again, and then piang piang during what's this session? New York session, piang piang piang, and then it corrects like this. So now, what do you have? Your thinking your country looks like this. So the market opens, and then it goes down, then it goes up, and then it goes down again, and then it closes here. You remember this, the candle, what do you call this type of candle? Bar. Are they called bars?
Which one?
right.
Erase this for me, Ivan, quickly, or let me, or they erase. Let me do it. Okay. So that's why your daily. What I've noticed is your daily candle would look like this. Your daily candle. Am I still? Do I still have thinking here?
You should. I haven't done any.
Okay. Let me choose the pen there.
Yeah.
That's why you find that
We've got
your
just a
daily candle. Okay, your daily candle looks like this. Nah.
yeah.
But and then in that 15-minute thinking, gonna look like this, going down, then it goes up, correct, goes up, cha 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 cha, and then it ranges after 11 o'clock at night. So this is your 15-minute chart, and then this is your daily chart, and then let me erase this. I think my time is almost up now. Last one. So and then when you do the bar chart, goes like this. Your market opens, it goes down, it goes up, it corrects, and then it closes. Remember those? Actually, there's two types of candles. There is the candle that we know, and then there is the bar lines that we know. Your daily candle will be looking like that,
Yeah.
while the other one will be looking like this, and then your your 15 minutes. Anyways,
Erase
continue,
your
my
stuff.
lord.
So,
Erase your
can I
stuff.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, on this on this pair. What exactly are we supposed to look for? I didn't get that part.
Right. Who's that? That's Kumbuzo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Diego, my brother. Finally, we need a nickname for you. I've got Mr. Fundamental here.
Mr. Fundamental people, I'm selling, guys. I'm selling.
I am
I'm scared, guys.
Right, Skumbuzo. The thing is, if we are to go back on our daily time frame, right? Where am I? It's my now. Right. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
We're on daily, ne?
This is our daily time frame. Where's my PZ here? I need my support and resistance. Need my support and resistance. Right. This is Kumbuzo, what we have been talking about. Price is approaching a very interesting level. You see these levels here?
Yeah.
That's where we are heading to right now. And we are heading towards those price when NFP is coming up. NFP is coming up on Friday. So we are looking to short this market.
Lower my account.
My analysis is I'm looking to short this market. Either NFP or just after NFP. I want to see how it reacts during NFP because I'm not sold this this past 2 days bullish move. I'm not sold with these two candles here. I'm not sold into like saying the market is gonna break these levels. You see? So
not convinced.
Yeah, I'm not sold. I'm not convinced because of this previous Thursday and Friday candle. The way it rejected here, the way it rejected those highs on Thursday and Friday, it's just not sitting well in terms of the market maker issues. So now we are looking to short the market on this level here. The moment price reaches 1.00700, I'm gonna go short.
For a sell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Short is selling. Going long is buying. I'm gonna go short. Can you see the gray line above my that light blue resistant line?
That's your stop. Look.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put my stop. Yeah, it's a bit far because of NFP. I don't want spikes to keep. Even though this is a daily, I'm gonna put my stop way above there. You see?
Okay.
With my fixed target being the lows of last week, the lower low of last week, that will be the first target.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically what we have been discussing in this. The red line, probably where my stop is gonna be, and then my my first target is these lows here.
Okay, that's last week's lower low.
Yeah, last week's lower low. That's my first target area. Then second target is the previous week lower lows. Of which, if I go down to this is a daily time frame. Let me go down to. Oops, we only got 3 minutes. This version Zoom thing. All right. All right, this is daily.
Didn't you want to go down to a smaller time frame?
You see these? These are the first target. Not the second target. The first target is here. So that's basically what we do, guys. I don't know how you guys see it, but that's how I'm seeing it. So I'm just waiting for a clear confirmation because we might have another higher high tomorrow. Then market is gonna drop. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah. So we might have another higher high formed tomorrow because it seems like the market is pushing up a bit. because I've even seen a lot of going wrong on this thing here, of which I pretty much doubt it. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys.
Thank you so much, Ivan.
Okay, Ivan, can I ask? As student, always ask.
We only have 2 minutes left, guys.
What will happen?
Yeah?
Okay, what will happen if we don't have the high tomorrow?
If it breaks the 1.00700 level,
What if it doesn't?
if it breaks that level going up, then you look for
Yeah.
continuation patterns, continuation to go long. You see, you'll be looking for something like this. Let me go down to a 1 hour. If it breaks that level, if market breaks that level, then we are looking for this. The moment it breaks here, you go long.
Okay.
We'll be looking for this. Breaks it, go long. You see this? These are basically trend lines that I'm drawing, guys. It's like higher, high, lower, low, higher, high, lower, low. The moment it breaks that higher high with a strong bullish candle, then you go long. But obviously, your targets have to be a bit tight because market is approaching overbought conditions. You see, the levels that we are approaching now, they're quite tricky to keep on going long. You get it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's much pretty about it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's just monitor as we go. I'm not opening any position this week. That's the only one I'm waiting for. If it doesn't reach my my targets, I'm not gonna go in. Mr. Fundamental People, I'll see you.
So my guy.
All right, but please keep us updated on the group.
All right, we'll try. But you need to contribute, guys. Don't just keep quiet in the group. I see most of you guys are just quiet.
Did you
You see that? You see that? You see what happened there? That must be Mr. People drawing that. You see?
Yeah, it's me, you know, Mr. Fundamental People.
If it breaks that 700 level, that's what we'll be looking for.